All right, so this is part 1 of a 5-series video, and we're going to be breaking down all the psychological elements that you want to use in order to become an expert marketer, not just a dropship, not just a brand owner, but a marketer. And as you guys can see on the screen, this is my Shopify dashboard. We started this store on March 9th, and now it's doing above 10K per day in revenue. As you guys can see, 9.963K here on the screen. And just so you can see that this Shopify dashboard is all working, just gonna do a refresh for you guys. So there you go, there you have it, there's a refresh. So now let's get into the rest of the video. You must prove that your solution fits naturally into their worldview. Let them see that people with similar perspectives already rely on it, and that no other option feels tailored to them. So an example of belief is that, for example, the world could be flat, as I mentioned before. So if you believe the earth is flat, then obviously you think it's flat. So then when they go to the horizon, they just fall off, or they just keep going, sorry. And if you believe it's round, then you believe that we have a center of gravity, we have an atmosphere, etc. Challenging beliefs. So even a small contradiction of your ideal customer's core belief can make your message ineffective. No matter how attractive your offer is, it won't matter if it clashes with what they already accept as true. For example, right, if they think that getting a vaccine is going to stop you from getting sick, then no matter how much you tell them that that is bullshit and you need to take this supplement or you need to do X, Y, and Z in order to prevent that illness instead of just taking something that not even the doctors know what's in it, then they're not going to buy your product, right? So you just got to keep that in mind. So now we have examples of belief. So you want to present the outcomes that they hope for. So for instance, we have a supplement, right? And let's say it helps you with anxiety, helps you with immune support, helps you fall asleep faster, helps with wrinkles and aging, helps with memory, gut health, stress, joint pain, focus, back pain, overthinking, etc. So you want to use that because you want to tie it into their outcomes that they hope for, which also ties into the desire, which we'll talk about later on. So another thing as well is making too many promises. So presenting the outcomes they hope for, you don't want to be one of those brands that makes their ads more persuasive by stacking multiple promises, right? But instead of doing that, they should focus on making a single credible promise more believable and more compelling, right? So you want to find out what it is, what's that one core belief shifting message that you can portray to the customers, which gives them their dream outcome. The importance of belief. So when belief is truly tapped into, it can overpower even the most intense desires. Your customer's primary desire influences the story your message must tell. Their identity, how they see themselves, also determines the imagery that will resonate with them. Their belief system also shapes how your message should be built and delivered. Because in the end, you want your customer to fully trust that your product will help them to fulfill their desire and become who they want to be. If that belief isn't there, then even the strongest wants won't lead to action. So how belief is built. So this is something called the yes train. So you want to make your customer feel like the message was made specifically for them, right? So for an example, we're using a slide board exercise at home, right? And basically you want to get them to continue to say yes to the messaging in your ads and also your landing page, right? So struggling to fit gym time into your daily routine, yes. Always feel like there just isn't enough hours for a solid workout, yes. You're tired of awkward stares or pressure in busy fitness centers, yes. You're not interested in spending a fortune on clunky home equipment. Ever felt so discouraged that you put your goals on pause entirely? So those are all some things that most people of your ideal customer avatar will say yes to. You're far from alone, countless others feel the same. So that's why others upgraded to their X, Y, and Z product, and it offers a completely different approach, helping you stay consistent and in control of your fitness right from where you are. So essentially what you've just done is you've made them say yes to all the beliefs that they already have, and then you've given them a solution that solves all those problems with your product. All right, so that's how you're gonna get them on the yes train. So you wanna let your customer know without a doubt that this message is about them, not about someone else. When they recognize themselves in what you're saying, when they nod and think, that's me, your words start to matter more. Once they step mentally into the yes, this is for me category, every offer and solution you present them instantly feels more trustworthy and tailored to them. So this is how belief is built. Symptoms, so knowing precisely what your customer is dealing with. So for example, we have a shoe, right? And this shoe is very light, very comfortable, and very useful for everyday use, right? These are some symptoms that customers might have. So every time I laced up, I had to ask myself if the run was worth the discomfort. Some shoes felt like bricks, heavy, bulky and clunky after just 2 miles. Others were so light and minimal, I felt every crack in the sidewalk. You try one for cushioning, but your speed takes a hit. Then you try one for speed and suddenly your knees are begging for mercy. That's exactly why we built X, Y, and Z shoe. It's made to give you the best of both worlds, energy return and cushion to protect your joints. With the lightweight, barely there, it keeps you flying forward. So it's a shoe that's actually made for speed walking or power walking, essentially. And so what you want to do is clearly outline the exact struggles or pain points that drive your customer to needing your product, right? And then you don't just want to describe the issue, but you want to detail it in a way that shows how deeply you understand it. So that's why it's very important to actually do market research and understand your customer. Then you want to share how you faced those same challenges for yourself. And when your audience sees that your insights come from experience, your solution becomes more credible and more persuasive. So number 3 is authority. So this might feel true to you, but here's the truth behind it. So essentially this is a anti-aging supplement. Let go of everything you've been told about what age is supposed to do to your appearance. Forget the idea that looking older is inevitable at 30, 40, 50 or beyond. You're about to discover a new way to think about aging, one rooted in real science, not outdated assumptions, where the signs of aging aren't just delayed, they can actually be reversed. Directly recognize what your customer is already believing, right? Even if it's holding them back. Then you want to introduce a new perspective with confidence and clarity. The goal isn't to force them to an agreement right away. It's to carefully challenge outdated thinking and guide them toward a belief that better aligns with the results that they truly want. So number 4 is logic. All right, so what we have is a water filter like jug sort of thing, right? A water filtration pitcher works by passing tap water through a filter that removes impurities. The finer the filter, the cleaner the water you get. But if the filter is too fine, it slows down the water and requires frequent replacements. To get clean water quickly without frustration, you need a filter with the perfect balance of filtration and flow rate. And to achieve that balance, you first have to know what level of filtration works best for everyday use. If the filter is too coarse, contaminants remain in the water. If it's too fine, water flows too slowly and the filter clogs quickly. That's why our filtration system uses a scientifically designed, tested over 100,000 times to find the optimal balance. It maintains consistent water flow while removing the maximum amount of impurities, delivering fresh, clean water fast without hassle. So basically what you do is you want to show your product's effectiveness through clear, undeniable logic, each point naturally leading to the next. This way, your audience is simply told your product works and they're shown convincing proof that it actually does. The next step to take in order to create belief is to dive deep into your market research. So what beliefs are influencing the market today? How is your product currently viewed by your audience? What are the common objections you encounter and which claims feel unrealistic or overstated? So that is part 1 of this 5-series video. And we're going to be deep diving in each video into the psychology of what makes a winning ad and how to do market research to really understand your customer. So if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, we do offer that. Just click the link down below, book your free demo call, and we'll see if you're the right fit. So without further ado, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.